Hi there, welcome to my channel. It's early in the morning, mid-December, and if you're new here, well, I'm an American living in Germany, and today we're gonna go for a little walk and talk. I'm gonna give you a little update on where I am, for example, 4 years after getting a stupid tumor removed from my head, and maybe if we're lucky we'll see some, I don't know, pretty German architecture and some Christmas stuff, so come on, let's go. You see, I've really just been spending way too much time indoors recently. Pretty much bare-knuckle boxing my depression and anxiety. And you know, I really have to thank all of you that have been following my after-tumor progress. I really like what I see in the comments. It's nice to hear from other people that have dealt with or are dealing with this tumor, so thanks to those of you Acoustic Neuroma warriors that have left me comments and shared your story. Thanks. You know, I said it before, and I'll say it again. This tumor only hits 1 in 100,000 people each year. And I know I'm not the only one of the few people that get hit with this stupid tumor every year. I can't be the only one who often felt alone. So if you're watching these videos because you had an acoustic neuroma, just know there's 2 playlists here on my channel dedicated to just that, and shout yourself out in the comment and share your story. But I really do thank you all for being here and for your support. Oof, I gotta take a break. You know, I had a moment recently where I realized, I see clear improvement in the way I feel, clearly compared to how I felt last year this time. And if you've been following my progress, you know, this time of year is usually the worst for me. So, just to recap, pretty much since they took this stupid tumor out of my head, I have been dealing with pretty much constant vertigo, dizziness, amongst other things. And generally speaking, when the weather starts getting shitty, air pressure changes, storms are coming, I feel it in bad ways. From head pains to nausea to exhaustion, it's always been worse this time of year. Now, I can't say these are intense or big improvements, but let me tell you something. 4 years of dealing with this stuff, and any improvement is welcomed by me. So, for starters, this left eye here that didn't want to work the whole time. A lot of you have left me comments that have been very motivating, causing me to look at my face every time you see improvements, and I appreciate those comments as well. I am happy to say I am really clearly seeing improvement. My left eye is attempting to blink together with my right eye. It doesn't get it all the time. Sometimes it sticks open, but definitely clear improvement, for example, compared to last year. And this vertigo I've been dealing with, that's pretty much been a constant since they found and removed this tumor, was actually worse after they removed this tumor. Well, instead of being a constant, I'm realizing it's coming more in waves that tend to last a few minutes and then they pass. I have several in a day, but it's nice that it's not constant. As far as the deafness in my left ear, well, that's not going to improve. I'm going to stay deaf in that ear. But I have been learning things about the tinnitus, the persistent and extremely annoying ringing that I have in my ear that's constant and can make you crazy. I've been learning, for example, that stress really makes it worse or clearer or louder. I do get sometimes small breaks from it, but the tinnitus, this ringing, is generally always there, so not a big update direction tinnitus. Yeah, so stress, not my friend, makes my disabilities feel a lot worse, even brings them on. This blew me away. I mean, doctors will tell you, stress can make you sick. We should know this as humans, but we stress nonetheless. But it does. It makes you sick, and I gotta say, for me, to experience it real time was all the proof I needed. Let me explain myself, because this was really a learning moment for me. I've been getting used to, when I move a lot, if I move my head a lot, up and down movements, just generally moving, causes me, for example, to have vertigo, which also means like a headache behind the eyes and nausea feeling, not just, I'm spinning. What I'm saying is, I'm like realizing no matter what I do, there's a chance I'm going to feel that way, at least a little bit. And I was connecting it with, no matter what I do being the key word here, movement, physical movement. But yet, there I was. I found myself sitting at my table, sorting through a ton of paperwork from years of hell with a shitty company. I was putting things in order, going through all the details, making sure I had everything necessary for predictable upcoming events. And as I went through literally years of bullshit and what some would call mental abuse, I cannot lie, I was getting emotional. I was emotionally just affected. It was just too much. And I realized as all of these emotions overcame me and I'm still just sitting still at my table, I realized I started feeling dizzy. I started feeling the weird head pain behind my eyes. The vertigo was sneaking in without me moving my body or head at all. It was stress. And the after effects of dealing with that stress was the headache continues and the ringing in my ear seems louder. Damn you, stress. And dead serious, that was an important moment and lesson for me. I've been told for years that I need to learn how to relax better and manage stress. But reality just smacked me in the face and proved it to me, made it undeniable that if my disabilities are going to stick as they are, I am going to have to learn how to, manage stress, but also what stresses I let into my life and which ones I choose to let affect me and how I let them affect me. This realization and acknowledgement is real progress for me personally. Trust me on that. I'm the type that's always just tried to just keep going. You're not sick. Just ignore this stuff. Just keep going. And for sure, I certainly still have a lot to work on and a lot to learn in that direction. Oh, I see a Christmas tree. And I know, one thing that has sort of almost always worked for me is trying to, for example, handle stress with humor, And I mean, come on, this life is crazy, and sometimes things get so ridiculously bad that all you can do is laugh at the immense amount of ridiculous badness. You'll see what I mean in my next video. So make sure you're subscribed and got that bell rung so you get notification of when I get that uploaded. You wouldn't want to miss anything. And also don't forget you can become one of my beloved members by clicking the join button and support my channel. It should be said that I think it's pretty sad and disgusting that one of my toughest battles since finding out I had this brain tumor the toughest battle has not been trying to, learn to control my balance with a vestibular disorder. No, my toughest battle has been of the financial variety. And it makes me sick to my stomach to realize that one of the biggest fears I've had this fear since I became a single mom at 18. One of my biggest fears was always that I would be unable to pay my rent. And trust me, it's an understatement when I say to you that since I became a single mom, I have worked my butt off. I have worked very hard making sure that I don't end up in that situation where I'm unable to have a roof over my head. And then I got hit with a brain tumor, went on a temporary disability, ended up on assistance. And since that's happened to me, I've missed my rent twice, I'm highly embarrassed to say, but I think it's extra disgusting when I hold a contract with an international company that could easily, for example, pay me my vacation days or the pay share bonus that they told the world they were going to give all employees. But anyway, I digress. It's just really frustrating to be like, I was such a hard worker. I worked so hard for so many years, and I don't think I'm out of line to say I don't deserve this, you know? Like, I didn't ask for this stupid tumor, and I hope, of course, that I'm going to be back to 100% fit one day. It's just crazy to realize that all that hard work I gave for over the years, it doesn't matter. I can still end up on the path to homelessness, you know? Now, I know a lot of people in the world are dealing with financial troubles right now. It's a thing. Just see, my point is stress. I'm not going to be able to avoid all stress, no matter what you do or how much you try to hide inside your house in pajama pants. Life is going to happen. It's going to throw stresses at you. You know, I'm starting to think that when life just decides to toss these little stresses at us, maybe the trick is to catch it. And if it ain't worth your time, you toss that right back. But if you don't have the option of tossing that dirty little ball of stress back, maybe you can take it and maybe you can turn it into something pretty or funny and then move on to bigger and better things. I don't really know. I'm still learning, but I'll be sure to update you all. Thanks again for joining me today on this little walk and talk, little acoustic neuroma tumor update. As I've already said, I really appreciate each and every one of you. Please don't forget to click like, and I'll be coming at you soon with a little Christmas song. But until that happens, I hope you're over there taking care of yourself.